What is up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times, back with another weekly race video. Today, for the first time in 2019, we're going to be on a drag track. But there is some minor differences this time. What I did not share with y'all this entire week was what I got at Target yesterday. Now, obviously, I'm filming this on Thursday, and this video will be up for y'all on Saturday. But I have decided to get this. This is a new gravity drop that I'll be using for drag tracks. And plus, what I'll also be doing is possibly a new raceway, because this right here is still the 5-foot drag sample. I have the track pieces for the 7.5-foot drag right here. All I have to do is just extend more connectors and then put the runoff at the end. But what I plan on doing also is a double wide finish or double wide raceway, which I would use high wall track, as you can see right here. I will use this as much as I can. Let me see how long this might extend here. It's not really like all the way straight, but you kind of get the picture here. You will know which one is which just by telling how the track looks. So if I have these short pieces right here, these right here would be considered a drag track. But if I have pieces like this out, then you'll know it is a double wide raceway. So yes, today we're going to do is another king race. The king of the new 5-foot drag. There has been several variants of the 5-foot drag I've done with launchers. I've done it with that little truck thing. And now this time we have a new and improved version for 2019. And we are about to get it on by starting out with the first round. 16 real and fantasy cars are going to take the track, all to become the inaugural king of the 5-foot drag. First round starts up next. Alright, y'all, it's time to start the first round, and it's time to pick the first 2. We're going to have a real car by the name of Dodge Challenger Drift Car take on HW50. It's time to get these 2 on the track and race. Here they are in the starting gates. What I have to do is press this blue button, and then they will start to fall down onto the track. Let's go. Winner is lane 4, and it goes to HW50. Alright, it's time to pick the next 2. We got the Affinity Batmobile. Take it on. It's gonna be a quick pick here. Both of these are Indonesian-made Hot Wheels cars, by the way. Affinity Batmobile, take it on. Fast forward. Here we go. It's time to see who will win it. Goes to the 4th lane again, and the winner is going to be Forward Speed. Oh no, it's not Forward Speed. It's Fast Forward. No, wait a minute. Now it's time to pick the next 2. We got this Chevy Stalker right here with the black wall tires on it. One more car. Rising Heat. Alright guys, let's race. These two are some great cars right here. But only one is going to win it. We have our first wipeout of 2019, and it goes to that Murata Soccer. But your winner is Rising Heat. Alright, it's time to pick the next two. "16 Angels." I gotta pick a realistic card here. And I got my eyes closed, by the way. So I'm trying to pick a car. Okay, here we go. Ferrari 456M. Alright guys, let's race. Let's see who wins this. By the way, there have been problems with cars that are great for the track and then they tend to bump out. So let's see if this doesn't happen again. The Ferrari wiped out, but he crossed the line, so that does count. Your winner is 16 Angels, and it becomes the 4th fantasy car in a row to cross the finish line. Alright, it's time to pick the next two. Ford GT-LM. And we got Time Shifter with Pizza. Time to see who will win it. Alright, they're lined up and ready. It's time to see who will get this win. Alright, well, it looks like Time Shifter blocked him, but then crossed the line. I might have to see a replay of that because I want to say Time Shifter did get it, but he moved out of his line and stopped the Ford GT from winning. So I will check the instant replay and then come back to you with the results. Upon review of the tape, we have determined that we are going to give Time Shifter the win. Now, despite him at the start of the run, he has lost control of his lane, but then put a defensive move on the Ford GT-LM and stopped him from winning. This would be deemed acceptable because if the Ford GT have done the same, then he would have tried to stop him, and then if he had touched one of them triggers, then that means that he would have gotten a win, just like that. So therefore, we are going to give out Time Shifter the victory, and Ford GT-LM is not going to move on. But it is now time to pick the next two for the next race. Alright, here we are. Time to pick the next two. And just so that everybody knows that whoever crosses the line first... Okay, whoever crosses the line first wins. It doesn't matter what happens, or if someone gets pushed out. Because a defensive move will also come in your favor, but then it can hurt both of y'all in the process. So yes. Time to pick. Oh, my favorite hatchback of all time from Hot Wheels, Audacious. That low front end will probably do him justice here. Who is he facing off against? Well, this guy just sitting up. Oh! 85 Honda CRX. It's time to put him on the track. We're about to see another great race. It's time to see who will win it. I didn't capture it all, but the 1985 Honda CRX has gotten a win. Man, them cars were flying fast. The 1985 Honda CRX becomes the first realistic car to win a race. But it's time to pick the next two for the next race. Oops, Iridium. And then how many of y'all have this in your collection? Not in this color, but this car. The Lamborghini Gallardo LP5 60-4. Yes, how many of y'all have this in your collection? This Lambo right here. And PSA, if you're wondering, that car has not made its return since debuting in the 2010 New Model Series. But it's time to get these two on the track, and let's see who wins it. Let's see if Realistic can go 2 for 2 here.
Winner, lane 4.
It's going to go to Iridium. Iridium gets the win. Alright, time to pick the next two. Who says that a car can't possibly be a two-time king? We're going to have a 308 race again. So yes, third time in a row this car gets featured. And then... oh dear Lord. Rapid Responder. What do you think? Does he have what it takes? Let's find out. Both vehicles may have problems right here on this gravity drop, but it's time to see if that will play a factor into this race here. Let's see who gets it.
Winner, lane 3.
Both cars had problems, but the 308 is going to get the win here. It's time to pick our next two. Chrome Batmobile and Vampira. It's kind of like a hero versus villain race in a way. Let's put them on the track and see who wins it. Alright, we have one of my favorite Batmobiles and one of my favorite creature cars. Going at it for a good old race.
Winner, lane 3.
And it looks like Vampira got hung up there, so it looks like he's going to have to wait to become a winner next time, because the Chrome Batmobile is going to get the win. Let's pick our next two here. I currently got Forza Horizon 4 on right now in the background, and I got the pre-order car with me, 720 SPO. And why not? Another HW50. Speaking of which, it is summer, and there is a Hot Wheels car that is available for people to get. So go on to Forza if you play the game, and go do that race or championship to get your Rip Rod car, which is not featured in this weekly race, but it's still Hot Wheels. It's time to see who's going to win it between these two. Alright, let's see who wins this.
Winner, lane 4.
We're going to have two HW50s moving on to the next round. The original one just won, and the Race Team Edition follows right behind them. It's time to pick the next two. Maserati MC12. Didn't take that long to pick this. Turbo Rooster. Alright guys, let's race. We're lined up and ready to go.
Winner, lane 4.
Lane 4 be winning all the time. Turbo Rooster is going to get the win. The field is dying down here. It's time to pick the next two. Rocket Fire. There's a gold one, by the way, in a gift pack that we'll get later on. Oh, shoot. It's about to go down. Escalade. Rocket Fire. Let's put him on the track. I'm going to say something to Ghost Jerker real fast. That this Cadillac Escalade that I ordered from eBay could definitely become King of the Hill. So just run out and find that one right there, because it has been beating out a couple of cars in my collection, and also was a runner-up in 2018 Hot Wheels All Out. Let's see who wins this race.
Winner, lane 3.
See what I mean? Y'all gotta own this car, despite it being squashed by a blue Ferrari F40 here. The Escalade has gotten a win. Alright, it's time to pick the next two. We got the Corvette C7 or 12 Corvette Z06. And we're gonna have it take on the Rigger motor. The cars are picked, so now it's time to race. The cars are lined up and ready to race.
Winner, lane 4.
I know it's lane 4, and it's going to go to the Rigger motor. Another Fantasy Cars 1. We got a small field here. It's time to pick the next two. That quick? Okay. We got Dune Daddy taking on the Builder Gasser. Let's put them on a track and see who wins. The cars are lined up and ready to race.
Winner, lane 3.
Alright, Builder Gasser gets the win. What happened here? Looks like we miscounted. Well, let's pick these two right here. But have a purple race. Chicane and Funny Car. Let's get them on the track. These purple cars are lined up and ready to race. And don't worry, my Vikings will win a Super Bowl one day. I just hope all the other teams fail miserably. Alright, time to race.
Winner, lane 4.
If there's one thing I don't want to happen is the Patriots win another Super Bowl. But the winner is Chicane. Alright, so we have one problem. We have one car left, but is there somebody that can at least try to even it up? Well, we found that one car. The GT Racer. Now it's time to see which one of these two will get the win. Alright, y'all, we're lined up and ready. It's time to see who will get this win. GT Racer wins it. It's time to look at all the cars who are moving on to the next round. Round number 2. Here they all are. A high level of fantasy cars moving on. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 realistic cars moving on. Round number 2 will begin coming up next. Alright, it's time to start round number 2. I don't know why I sounded like that, but I just did, so deal with it. Just kidding. It's time to see who will win this race.
Winner, lane 3.
HW50 is going to get the win. Alright, here are the next two.
Winner, lane
16 Angels gets the win. Here are the next two.
Winner, lane 3.
Time Shifter. Alright, y'all, next two.
Winner, lane 4.
Alright, well, it looks like Ferrari 308, despite losing control, has crossed the line again. And look at that defense move. The way how he's standing, or the way how he's positioned, looks like it was a defense move that gave him the win. Here's the next two. Can we get two HW50s in the next round? Let's find out.
Winner, lane 4.
The answer is yes. The Race Team Edition is going to win. What if we have two HW50s racing against each other? That would be awesome. We have an Indonesian car and an FTE car that are going to race.
Winner, lane 3.
Turbo Rooster defeated the Escalade. Here comes the second to the last two.
Winner, lane 3.
There's gonna be so many times that I do not capture the cars racing in motion here, but I can tell that the winner is Rigger Motor here. Rigger Motor got the win. And finally, we have Battle of the Purples. Time to see who will get the win.
Winner, lane 3.
I caught him this time, and the winner is Chicane. Sorry, GT Racer, you have to race another time. Here's how round two's winners are going to look like. Here are the matches. Now it's time to begin round number 3. And that one begins next. Yeah, buddy! Third round here. Let's see if the HW50 can move on.
Winner, lane 4.
Oh no! Damn it. Well, 16 Angels is gonna move on. I wanted this to win. Oh well. Alright, these two cars both have problems in the gravity drop. It's time to see if these two can actually pull off a race win. Or if one of these two could.
Winner, lane 5.
Both of them lost control, but looks like the one who's going to move on is the 308. We might have a double king, because this guy right here, the 308, he is a current king of the 4-lane eliminations race. Here's the second to the last group of two, and last chance for HW50, by the way.
Winner, lane 3.
Yes, he's got it. HW50's moving on. And yes, we have the final two right here. They're both fantasy. One's going to win and one's going to lose. It's time to see who will make it to the semifinals. Rigor Motor is going to get the win. And that will set up the semifinals, as there is a 3-on-1 handicap when it comes to realistics on fantasy cars. 3 fantasy cars, 1 real car. Semifinals is coming up right now. Semifinals time. We got the first 2 that are going to be racing. That was a damn close race. But we're going to be giving it to the 16 Angels. The 308 came close to doing it, but it's not going to create history in 2019. It's going to be an all fantasy car race. Well, it's time to see which one of these 2 will join 16 Angels. I clearly thought Rigor Motor was going to get it, but HW50 has spoiled the surprise. It is going to be $16 Angels taking on HW50. These 2 are going to race in a best 2 out of 3 runs to become the inaugural King of the 5-foot drag. The finals starts next. We are now here with the finals. Here we have 2 fantasy cars. HW50, the 50th Race Team Edition, and 16 Angels. Both are some truly great track cars, but one of these 2 are going to be crowned King. That is, King of the 5-foot drag. We're going to do this in a best 2 out of 3 runs. And it's now time to start off with the first run.
Winner, lane 3.
First run goes to 16 Angels. Alright, we have switched lanes to make sure for fair racing. If 16 Angels wins this again, then that means that he'll be the inaugural King of the 5-foot drag. But if HW50 wins, then we're switching back to their original spots and try for a 3rd run.
Winner, lane 3.
Didn't capture them that time, but I heard lane 3, so that means that it's going to have to go to HW50. It's time to switch them back over to see who wins it. Here we are. This is the absolute final race. Both cars have 1 win apiece. Both cars have 1 win apiece, not peach. But despite that crazy botch, one of these cars are going to become the first ever King of the 5-foot drag. With a touch of that blue switch, 1 winner will be determined. And your winner and the inaugural King of the 5-foot drag is... $16 Angels. This car has gone through a lot of changes as of late. From it being a metal body, metal base car, to a plastic body, metal base, to all of a sudden, the car itself being changed. But despite all that, it has become a king. The HW50 tried, but he has failed. But he's still a good car, though. And plus, a fantastic debut in last year's mainline series. But all in all, he is still going to be the king, which is the 16 angels, as I said already. That'll do it for today's weekly race. I hope you like this video. Thumbs it up. Comment down below. If you are brand new watching this, be sure you subscribe and also turn on the notifications bell as well. And don't forget that you can look at this video or any other videos and then suggest 2 cars you want to see in a versus video, as I am recording versus videos as we speak. It's your boy Chris Cage, and I'm coming at you 2 times, and we will see you at the next video. Thanks for watching.